Pennsylvania Democratic Senator John Fetterman joins me. Thank you, sir. I know you've been watching this. President Trump has hit every topic from the New York primaries to Iran to Turkey to China to NATO. So tell me, what's been catching your attention? What do you have to say about it?
Oh, I mean, overall, I think, everyone, at least here in this town, now is talking what happened in New York City about now. You have three very, very far left, really essentially communists who just were elected. So for me, as a Democrat, like a reasonable kind of a Democrat, I really wouldn't count them as real Democrats. They describe themselves as either socialists or communists, too, for a couple. So overall, I think the one thing that seems to unify them in this primary is becoming more and more intensely anti-Israel. And I've remained essentially the only Democrat in the Senate that's proud to stand with Israel. And I think you're going to see that trend is going to accelerate and intensify, for 28 as well, too. Now, unfortunately, my party is becoming essentially the anti-Israel party. And now we are becoming a destination for people that despise Israel and now have drifted into just raw anti-Semitism for some of those people.
Well, obviously, New York is interesting to watch. We saw last night which way it's going. But you know Pennsylvania more than anybody else. And this is probably one of the most important states when it comes to elections. Do you have some sort of sense of what the Pennsylvania Democrats are thinking about what's going on in New York, whether it's just sort of an anomaly or if the party is going far left socialist, even to what President Trump says communist?
Well, we just picked up one of our own as a new one, that Chris Rabb in PA3. I mean, they're actually going to be best friends when they all arrive in Washington, D.C. And they are unified in just contempt, open contempt for Israel. And that individual promoted a lot of, incredibly anti kinds of tropes and anti-Semitic kind of material. So for me, that's become the unifying theory for to get elected in the left districts across our country, is that adopt the hardest anti-Israel kinds of rhetoric and now make outlandish. Yeah, there he is. Right on your screen. No, exactly. He's joined that. Now there's a perfect correlation between. Oh yeah, now I see Tlaib on your screen too. Tlaib, she was defending the Antifa people in Texas. They tried to kill ICE agents and police officers. They're literally defending these people. And she actually said, well, the way America has become now, that forces people to have to act out in these kind of way. Now you have people in the squad, they're defending people trying to kill police officers now. And no one who else is calling this out in the Democratic Party right now? I am not aware of them. So now, and the kinds of things that people have said on social media. Oh, and speaking of that, now that's P. Hustle. That's the guy that the Democrats picked in Maine, and that's his picture from Kick. That's the social media platform that's really was described as the predator's paradise. So I mean, this is the direction that our party's been going in, without a doubt. And the thing that they all have in common is becoming anti-Israel.
As you know, we've spoken many times. I've walked the kibbutz that was slaughtered on October 7th, and I've been in Israel, gone in the tunnels of Hezbollah, and it's absolutely unthinkable. And it's Israel in some ways seems far away, but then a Democratic congressman who happens to be Jewish can't even get a cup of coffee in Brooklyn without anti-Semitism. It's unbelievable. Yeah,
well, that Chevalier, one of them that won in New York City, she actually went to that 10/8 rally that actually celebrated the 10/7 massacre, and they got very emotional about it. And that includes Mandami's wife too. If you look at the kind of things that they've liked on social media that they promoted, or they actually followed people that say the most terrible things. Not anyone, and of course, the Nazi tattoo in Maine. Where are the Democrats, my fellow Democrats, to condemn this kinds of abhorrent things, what they've said? Now, in
Well, the
Chevalier,
other thing, you've even got Senator Chuck Schumer. He's Jewish. He's in New York. I mean, he's not out there screaming from the rooftops about this. He's not condemning it from the rooftops.
yeah, well, I mean, I will call it is. Now, you're not going to see me attacking or criticizing, we have a lot of great candidates in my party, whether it's in Georgia or Ohio or Texas or across there. I'll only see good things about those people. I'm proud to support them. But when you have these kinds of people with this kinds of element that have said and done these things, I just have to call it out. I'm a straight shooter, and I'm going to call it what it is. And now, if we continue to embrace these things, now we do that as our party as its peril.
Anyway, indeed. Senator John Fetterman from the great state of Pennsylvania, thank you, sir. I hope you come back, and thank you for waiting around. We didn't expect to be taking a long Oval Office questions. Anyway, thank you, sir.
Well, I mean, yeah, no, it's always a pleasure. But I also, can I just say one last thing, please, before you go? Yeah, I mean, I am so tired of hearing about the reflection pool. I mean, it's like, I don't know why that's new way or the other. Like, can't we just have bigger things to worry about these things? And it's like I got to own the president by criticizing this thing. What?
People think news just happens. It doesn't. It happens because there's someone there to capture the moment, to explain it and share it. That's my job. I go where news breaks and give you the facts. Join me for The Record on Newsmax.